Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raw after Mania, where the crowd is always boisterous, where the crowd is going to cheer people that they should be booing for, and booing for the people that they should be cheering for. This is the opening that we got for Monday Night Raw. I kid you not. WWE gave Byron Saxton, Michael Cole, and JBL 2 minutes to explain to everybody at home what the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is and how the crowd usually reacts. Why, you're going to upset the little 12-year-old Indian boy who doesn't comprehend too well? The one that spells Roman Reigns R-A-I-N-S instead of the way it should be spelled? Give me a fucking break, WWE. I mean, do you take us for fucking fools? Seriously, enough pandering to the fucking casual crowd. Enough fucking pandering to them. Please. This is Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. We just got done sitting through fucking 6 hours of a fucking worthless WrestleMania, and this is how you want to start Monday Night Raw off. Byron Saxton, JBL, and Michael Cole telling us what to expect from the Monday Night Raw crowd. The one that's going to be boisterous and not giving a fuck. They tend to hijack the show. Okay, we get it. You don't want that to happen. So what does WWE do from there? They actually, physically, and you can hear it, because I developed a fucking brain tumor halfway through this show. Because I heard Michael Cole, JBL, and Byron Saxton more than the actual fucking audience. WWE took the volume level down on the audience. They didn't want to really have them go out of their way and hijack the show. It's like WWE wants to suck all the fun out of it for the people who aren't there. Oh, you're not here. You didn't pay $5,000 a fucking ticket to sit front row. Go fuck yourself. That's what they did. WWE, man, I really don't understand their business logic. I mean, was that necessary? That really set me off in a fucking pissy mood for the rest of the night. I mean, why do you have to have those three goons come out and say something like that? You just can't go into the show and let the fans have some fucking fun. These are people that fucking came from all around the world and paid God knows how much money all weekend. You're gonna take away their rights, their freedoms of speech? Give me a break. Honestly. What a piss-poor, pathetic fucking attempt to make us look like a bunch of fucking goons. More pandering to the casual crowd. Seriously. So fucking stupid. Monday Night Raw tonight, man. Raw after Mania. I'm not going to sit here and overly bash the show. I'm not. Because there really isn't that much to really complain about. It was better than what we've been given the last 6 weeks. I'll say that right out of the gate. Probably the best Monday Night Raw in 2 months. Wasn't the greatest fucking show. It wasn't even... It didn't even live up to the hype of what a Raw after Mania should be. I mean, it was a good show. It was watchable. Obviously, I'm going to come on here and say it like I do every fucking week. The 3 hours is too long, man. Seriously. If this show was cut down to 2 hours... this would have been an excellent edition of Monday Night Raw. It's just that 3 hours is too long. By the time the main event comes on, I'm yawning, I'm ready for sleep. I may even fall asleep during this fucking review. Who the fuck knows? I'm fucking exhausted. And Monday Night Raw, man, it is really a struggle. After 6 hours of WrestleMania, and then another 3 hours of Raw tonight, and then we had 2 hours of NXT, and a fucking fabulous Freebird Hall of Fame speech that lasted probably longer than WrestleMania itself. Jesus Christ. It was a long weekend. I put in a lot of work. I put in a lot of man hours, and I'm fucking tired, bro. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We fucking demolished 46,000 subscribers. We're on our way, man. We're a little less than 4,900 subscribers away from fucking 5,000. 50,000. That's how fucking tired I am. 5,000. I just fucking subtracted 45,000 subs from myself. Jesus Christ. You guys get my point, though. It was a long weekend, and for the WWE to instill this on the crowd and sit through another 3 hours. It's tough. It really is tough. And luckily, WWE put on a solid show. Wasn't the fucking best Raw I seen, but it was definitely a lot better than what we've been given in the past 6 weeks. And why was it better than what we've been given in the past 6 weeks? Has nothing to do with, you know, WWE, you know, leaving off the social outcasts and Kane and Big Show. Do you see the caliber of Raw that you can have when you don't have fucking garbage on the show? Honestly, this show was actually watchable because of 3 letters. NXT. You had Apollo Crews. You had Tyler Breeze, even though he's a fucking jobber to the stars. He still, to me, is NXT. Apollo Crews makes his debut tonight. Baron Corbin makes his Monday Night Raw debut tonight. Enzo and Cass make their debut tonight. You got NXT is alive and well on Monday Night Raw, man. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. You got Enzo and Cass now. Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin. Finn Balor's going to be up there eventually within the next couple of months. Bayley's probably going to be up there within the next couple of months. You got, did I say Sami Zayn? I don't even know if I fucking mentioned Sami Zayn, man. I'm so fucking exhausted. But you guys get my point. NXT and, you know, the individuals that made NXT great now are on Monday Night Raw. And this is when WWE now can take what they've built down in NXT. Because if they weren't on Raw, then, you know, then obviously they're not ready. They're not ready. These guys and everybody that's made their debut from NXT to Monday Night Raw is ready. Okay? And it's going to be a very, very fun experience to see these guys grow and develop into mature WWE superstars. I can't wait to see what happens with Apollo Crews. I can't wait to see what happens with Baron Corbin. Enzo and Cass, man, they're more over than fucking Roman Reigns. Jesus Christ, you gave Roman Reigns the WWE Championship and Enzo and Cass in the ring for fucking 5 minutes. More over than anybody over on the fucking roster. Give me a break. Do you see the fucking potential that everybody has? Now Monday Night Raw finally has some potential here. What WWE plans to do with that potential remains to be seen. But this is why I get so frustrated. It's not because I hate the brand. It's not because I want to see them fail. It's because I know they have the fucking potential to give us quality programming every week. I know they have the talent to do so. It's not that difficult, especially now. There should be absolutely no excuses. And you still have Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, John Cena, Neville coming off the DL within the next 3 to 4 months. Gonna be fucking great. WWE's main roster is going to be stacked. There's no reason why we should see a Social Outcasts. There's no reason why we should see a Big Show and a Kane and a Mark Henry on Monday Night Raw. We don't need to see that filth, man. This is why you have main event. This is why you have superstars. That's where those guys stay. No reason for that shit to be on Monday Night Raw. WWE, I wouldn't call it a reset. Really wouldn't call it a reset just yet. Still, Monday Night Raw lingered with the same regurgitated garbage sprinkled throughout the show. But it wasn't bad. It was watchable this week. Because I knew WWE's trying to give us something different. You know? They're trying to give us something different. And part of me wants to appreciate that. But I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt just yet. They got a long way to go. Especially after what we've seen on Sunday with WrestleMania. They got a long way to go to prove me. You know, prove to me that this is the direction they're going in, and it's going to be, you know, a solid ride. It's going to be a solid fucking showing each and every week. I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Not yet. Not after one show. Tonight was good. Tonight was passable. Tonight was decent. Wasn't great. Obviously, still loopholes everywhere. Fucking creative decisions that really don't fucking make sense. Wasn't really a Raw after Mania that we all come to know and expect. The crowd was fucking phenomenal. You know, WWE lowering the crowd volume. I mean, give me a break, dude. Seriously. You did it at Mania, and you did it on Raw. Why? You don't want people to speak the truth? You don't want people to express their real feelings? You want them to be like some shit crowd in Omaha, Nebraska that don't say anything? They'll drink the fucking proverbial Kool-Aid that you serve them. Piss warm. Give me a break. Everybody that WWE wants to jam down your fucking throats tonight was booed. JBL wanted to make sure that you knew that, though. Seriously. The one thing I realized about this commentary team tonight is that all three of them will be on the next t-shirt. Get off my TV. The announcers. Get off my TV. Byron Saxton, Michael Cole, and JBL. Look for it. It's going to be out very, very soon. Ridiculous. Monday Night Raw, though, I don't want to waste too much of your time, man. Like I said, I'm exhausted. It was a long weekend. NXT obviously was the highlight of the whole fucking weekend. WrestleMania was just garbage. WrestleMania was just complete trash. If you guys missed that, obviously the review is up. Go and check it out. I mean, it's just sheer brilliance on my behalf. The shit was terrible. The shit was terrible. And the only ones that really appreciated WrestleMania are the fucking Roman Reigns fans. The people that can't spell Roman Reigns correctly. The little Indian boy who's fucking 12 years old who spells Reigns R-A-I-N-S. Yeah, he's your favorite superstar, but you can't spell his name correctly, you fucking goon. Give me a break. Raw was good. It was passable. Not the greatest show in the world. WWE? Okay. Now build from here. That's all I ask. You have the talent. You have the fucking talent ready to go, bro. And you have talent that I actually want to see. You have people on the show now that I will fucking be legit pissed if I don't catch Monday Night Raw exactly at 8 o'clock. I need to see a Corbin. I want to see a Corbin. I want to see a Cruz. I want to see a Cesaro who made his return tonight. I want to see an AJ Styles, a Kevin Owens, a Sami Zayn. The WWE has some of the best fucking talent on the planet in their organization. There's no reason and no excuses why they can't deliver Monday Night Raw the way it should be each and every Monday. And you guys understand that, and I hope you know that. Monday Night Raw tonight, obviously, Raw after Mania took place tonight from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Vince McMahon comes out to start the show, and again, like I said, loopholes everywhere. Shane McMahon comes out, got a huge gash or a huge bruise on his face. Vince comes out, surprised that Shane McMahon actually walked out and said that he has no business to be out here. Shane said that since he is the only man in the family, he then shook his hand. He shook his father's hand. He thanked the fans for their support and wanted to say goodbye. Vince said that nobody upstages him. And he said that Shane will be running Monday Night Raw tonight. Vince walked to the back, and Shane was shocked, and the fans went crazy. Fans went crazy, man. Vince McMahon later on was then interviewed as he was leaving the arena, saying that Shane McMahon is pretty much manning a sinking ship and that the show is going to be a disaster. That's where the dementia comes in again, people. Vince has dementia. Monday Night Raw and WWE has already sunk to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. It can't sink any further. It's neighboring next to the Titanic somewhere. You got the little fucking... You got seaweed everywhere, and you got those fucking little fishes just eating off the fucking organisms on the rusted steel down there. That's all it is. Monday Night Raw is already sunk, man. It hit the fucking iceberg years ago, and it's still sinking down there. We're waiting for somebody to fucking salvage the wreckage and bring this show back to prominence. I don't know when that's going to happen. A disaster. WrestleMania was a disaster. I think you messed up your words there, Vince. WrestleMania was a disaster. Raw was somewhat the opposite of what WrestleMania was, even though WrestleMania was a 6-hour Monday Night Raw with fucking fireworks and 85,000 fucking people. So Shane McMahon runs Monday Night Raw tonight, meaning Shane McMahon's an on-air character. Vince is still pulling the strings, and he's acting as Vince's puppet, is Shane McMahon. That's all that was. Start the show off with a New Day versus the League of Shitheads. If you want to fucking kill a crowd immediately to start Monday Night Raw, just bring out the League of Nations. Complete trash. Tag team title match. They saved this tag team title match for Raw. They figured the tag team titles of the WWE were of no relevance, that they didn't need to be defended and spotlighted at WrestleMania, which was the biggest show in the company's history. Yeah, we'll save it for Monday Night Raw. Great logic there, WWE. New Day versus King Barrett and Sheamus. Obviously, the New Day is over as fuck. And King Barrett and Sheamus, well, they're fucking garbage. And we get a winner here. Obviously, Big E and Kofi Kingston win this match. Post-match, King Barrett is unceremoniously kicked out of the League of Nations, probably the best career move that ever happened to Wade Barrett. He is no longer associated with the League of Shitheads. He's no longer a shithead. He's no longer a loser and a bum and a fucking League of Boredom member. None of that. Wade Barrett is now on his own. The cancer is fucking gone from his body. That's the way I see it. Career move of a fucking lifetime for Wade Barrett. They did this because Wade Barrett's contract is up. He had his last hoorah at WrestleMania. They figured, yeah, you know what, you're leaving, go fuck yourself. Kick you out of the League of Nations, embarrass you in front of fucking Dallas, Texas, right before we leave WrestleMania weekend. That's all that was. Complete disrespect on WWE's behalf to King Barrett. Does it make sense? Of course not. What did Wade Barrett do that Sheamus had to go off on a fucking tangent and have a little temper tantrum? What did he do here? He lost. They lost the match. They lost 98% of their fucking matches. And now all of a sudden you want to blame King Barrett for losing? Look at who's around you. Look at who's around you. Del Rio and Rusev. You mean to tell me you're going to blame Wade Barrett for your failures? Jesus Christ, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Seriously. That's all that was. Sheamus, like I said, post-match, cuts a promo telling everybody to shut up. And out of nowhere, the lights go out. You see the Wyatt family fucking thing come on, the Titantron. Next thing you know, you got Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt in the ring. Seriously. Yes. This is the big plans for the Wyatt family. After their embarrassment at WrestleMania, and having them being just completely buried by The Rock and John Cena, yes, clowns, the Wyatts were buried. This is not an instance where Bray Wyatt is a big up-and-coming new sensation in the WWE, and he's going against a John Cena one-on-one. He's going against The Undertaker one-on-one. No, this was legit, taking the two biggest names in the history of the company and literally burying this guy alive 6 feet under. Rock poured the dirt, and then John Cena pissed all over the fucking grave. That's all that was. That wasn't, you know, Bray Wyatt's looking damn good in the ring standing next to The Rock and John Cena. No, he looked good for about fucking 5 minutes when he was exchanging verbal words with The Rock. And then after that, Jesus Christ, you want to talk about the fucking Titanic and a disaster, McMahon. This entire segment with Bray Wyatt was a disaster. So how do they repay the Wyatts on Monday Night Raw? Yeah, we'll put them against the League of Nations. That really makes sense. People are dying to see that one. They're rushing back from the fucking concession stands, wanting to get back to their seat to fucking watch this slobber knocker. Give me a fucking break. This is not the big plans, I hope not, anyway, for the Wyatt family. I have no idea what WWE is doing with the Wyatt family. They are absolutely fucking directionless, more so than anybody in history. This is fucking pathetic. I don't know what they're doing with them. I really don't. This serves no purpose for the Wyatt family. It's not going to get them over. You know, people might have popped for it a little bit because it was WrestleMania weekend. It was the Raw after Mania. But next week when WWE rolls into some fucking hick town, who's going to give a shit about this? It's going to fall on deaf ears, and everybody's going to look like a complete fucking failure. So I don't know what they're doing with the Wyatt family. We didn't see any signs of Brock Lesnar. In fact, this was the Wyatt family's only cameo on this show. They did nothing else. Great job, WWE. Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Is the Wyatt family a complete failure? Let's see. What are you saying? What are you saying to me? Signs point to yes. So the Magic 8 Ball is never wrong, folks. The Magic 8 Ball is never wrong. Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, all signs point to them being a complete and utter fucking failure, thanks to Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, and the rest of fucking the creative WWE goons. Summer Rae's in the ring, cuts a promo, who cares? You know, Summer Rae has the talent, I believe, to be a decent diva in the division, or women's wrestler in the division. I'm sorry, I can't get that fucking term now out of my head. I was the one who lobbied for fucking change, and here I am regurgitating the word diva when they retired the fucking term. Summer Rae, I think, has potential to be a great woman wrestler. I believe she could be a great asset to the division. She comes up and starts shooting at Sasha Banks, cutting a promo on Sasha Banks for losing at WrestleMania 32. This match ended very, very quickly. Banks slapped her around, hit the Banks statement for the win. Nothing there to be fucking going crazy over. That was expected. Apollo Crews makes his Monday Night Raw debut. That's great. We could have seen anybody in there with Apollo Crews. A Jack Swagger, a Fandango, a Mark Henry, anybody. A fucking Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, Curtis Axel. No, they had to pick Tyler Breeze. It's baffling to me. I said this on Twitter. It's so fucking baffling to me, and I still can't get over it. I'm not salty. Actually, I am salty. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a salty fuck. I can't get over the fact that Tyler Breeze is like King Jobber. Like, I don't get it. Like who booked this fucking... I mean, I'm gonna say it. Who scripted this garbage? Seriously. Apollo Crews could have went against anybody, and he could have had a 3-minute match. Why did he have to have a 3-minute match against Tyler Breeze? I mean, is Tyler Breeze not worth 3 minutes? Has Tyler Breeze not proven to you that he's worth more than 3 fucking minutes? That he has the moveset to impress? Seriously. You know, he's got the gimmick, he's got the attitude, he's got the in-ring skill. People were fucking popping for him. Obviously, the fucking smart crowd, or the smart crowd, you know who Tyler Breeze is. They want to see him. They feel bad for the fucking guy. I don't get it. Anybody but fucking Tyler Breeze could have been inserted here, but WWE seems to think it's a right decision. I don't know. 3 minutes. Apollo Crews literally destroyed Tyler Breeze. And just a couple of months ago, these two were fighting one another on NXT. 10 to 15 minute match, giving us fucking a great match. A great match. And now look, times have changed, man. What did I always say? What do I always say, man? This is a demotion. Obviously, it's not going to be happening for Apollo Crews, but I don't know where Tyler Breeze went wrong. I don't know where he fucked up. I don't know who he pissed off. This is ridiculous, man. Apollo Crews looks very, very impressive. I love his moveset. High offense, high impact. He's got the fucking athleticism of a fucking Olympian. Jesus Christ, this guy is unbelievable. He's got big things coming to him for sure. Apollo Crews wins with that. First, he did the standing moonsault. The gorilla press into the standing moonsault, and then he did the spin-out powerbomb, which looks fucking great. Apollo Crews wins in his Monday Night Raw debut. Okay? Roman Reigns comes out, and I expected this, man, and I relished this, man. I fucking soaked it all up. Soaked it all up as if I took a piece of Italian bread and dipped that motherfucker in that pasta sauce, man, and just scraped the bottom of the fucking dish. I fucking relished this. Soaked it all in. Roman Reigns comes down to the ring, and I don't know what they're doing with him. Says he's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy, but he's just the guy. Yeah, that's really going to get you over in front of Dallas, you fucking goon. Continue to be a cocky prick. This is where they're fucking up. He's got the right attitude, but he's not in the right role. He's not in the right role. Now he's playing the right attitude, but he's still a babyface, or WWE perceives him as a babyface. You're not going to come out there and be a babyface product that WWE has manufactured for years, forcing him down our throats. You're not going to have him come out there and say that he's the guy, that he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, he's just the guy for just fucking rubbing the title. Give me a break, man. Give me a fucking break. Horrible main event, by the way, at WrestleMania. I don't know if I stressed that enough in the review. That main event was Psycho Sid, Undertaker fucking levels. Jesus Christ. My brother even said it last night. He actually said that Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor was a more exciting main event than this fucking piece of shit. Awful main event for WrestleMania. I don't know who's writing. I don't know who's talking about it the next day, saying that this is a great main event, or it was definitely validated for a main event at WrestleMania. I mean, how much fucking WWE cock have you sucked all weekend? Give me a break. Roman Reigns was a failure, obviously. And Dallas made WWE, again, realize that. Do they really realize it? Of course not. Roman Reigns is a failure. And he will continue to be a failure as long as he's a babyface. He comes out, and this was absolutely pointless. Made no sense whatsoever. AJ Styles comes out. Sami Zayn comes out. Chris Jericho comes out. Kevin Owens comes out. Sami Zayn received a fucking massive reaction. AJ Styles received the big reaction. Jericho was the first to come out. Kevin Owens received a huge reaction as well. Jericho was the first to come out And I seen right through WWE's bullshit. Oh, they sent the heel out there first. Now, Kevin Owens is a heel, too, but he's a beloved heel. You know, he's fucking the IWC, YWC's little baby. Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen. So they send Chris Jericho out there, who's been notoriously one-sided. He is a heel, okay? So WWE thought, yeah, let's send the heel out there first. Maybe they'll boo Chris Jericho and cheer Roman Reigns if, you know, Roman Reigns is having an interaction with Chris Jericho. Obviously, that backfired, and I seen right through their fucking, their little scheme. Obviously, again, WWE failed. They were cheering Chris Jericho and continuing to pummel Roman Reigns with boos. So, obviously, you guys knew where this was going. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn started a war. Roman Reigns was fucking chuckling and laughing about. He ended up spearing Chris Jericho, and Sami Zayn did his signature plancha over the top rope, or tope, whatever the fuck they're calling it nowadays, over the top rope. And I seen something briefly, as if Sami Zayn was maybe hurt. He didn't get up, you know, quick, like he usually does when he does that fucking moonsault over the top rope. I don't know if he hit the ground. I don't know if he hit the barricade. I don't know if he landed wrong. Maybe it was his leg. Maybe it was shoulder. But somebody tweeted me that Sami Zayn was carried out from that segment holding his shoulder, and he ran up the ramp. Now, I don't know if he was hurt or not, but eventually he was taken out of the match. But if he was really that hurt, they wouldn't really pull that segment that they did with Kevin Owens right before the main event. Because in the main event, Kevin Owens sneak attacked Sami Zayn as he was being interviewed by Renee Young, and Sami Zayn was put through a fucking table, powerbombed through a table. He was thrown all about in the back room. So I don't know how injured he could really be. I don't know if he's legit hurt or if this was just storyline playing up the fact that Sami Zayn is going to continue to chase Kevin Owens, being that Kevin Owens is always there to put a stop to Sami Zayn getting involved in his business. I don't know what's going on, but I'm very intrigued by this. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully Sami Zayn is okay and that he's not hurt, but obviously the interaction and the storyline here between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is something we're all going to be very interested in, and it's very intriguing, and I can't wait to see that unfold, man. They have a legit fucking storyline with legit history here. There's no way WWE can fuck that up, alright? So, the Fatal 4-Way at this point was set. It's going to be AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens for a #1 contender match to find out who's the next to challenge Roman Reigns. Now, any one of these guys, whoever wins this match, obviously is going to be the face, and Roman Reigns is going to be the heel, because that's just the way the landscape of WWE is nowadays, you know? So, that was set, and it really didn't make any sense to me, man. It was really pointless, and it was really lazy on WWE's part. Not that I had a fucking huge problem with it, but this goes back to, again, the loopholes. I mean, Kevin Owens just lost his Intercontinental Championship. AJ Styles just lost to Chris Jericho. Sami Zayn is a newcomer. He really hasn't proved himself, even though he's fucking great. Really hasn't proved himself. And Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho. He's probably got the most validity out of all those guys to ask for a title shot and actually get it. So, it really doesn't make any sense for these guys to be taken out of the mid-card when they have nothing to do with the WWE Championship picture, and then all of a sudden, the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania be in the main event fighting for a #1 contendership for the title. Really makes no sense. These guys are brought up to build the mid-card, okay? Nobody expected AJ Styles to be in WWE Championship matches right away. That's going to depend on his popularity and the way he gets over with the crowd and, the way he sells merchandise. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they're fighting. They should be fighting over the IC title. I don't want to see these guys taken out of that and plunged and just pushed right into the fucking main event scene. I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it, because I realistically want guys like Zayn and Kevin Owens fighting for the title. But logically, when you think about it, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I don't know where WWE is going with this, but at that moment, at that scenario, I don't know what they were planning. I don't know. It just seems lazy to me. That's just my opinion on it. Baron Corbin, another newcomer, man. I enjoy Baron Corbin's work. It's been a pleasure watching him grow on NXT, and they hyped him up as the newcomer on Monday Night Raw. He just won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania, and it looks like he has his first feud, and Dolph Ziggler usually is called upon for these types of things. It happened with Breeze. That went nowhere. Hopefully this doesn't result in the same as that. Baron Corbin, I see, I think he's going to do good. I think he's going to fare very well on the main roster. And this is a great starting point for him against Dolph Ziggler. Someone who can work. Someone who can wrestle all styles. You know, the slow, methodical pace that Baron Corbin is known for. You know, and this is someone who can teach Corbin the ins and outs of, you know, what to do and what not to do in the ring. To pick up the pace, when to slow it down, when to speed it up. I think Dolph Ziggler is that guy. You know, we all rag on Dolph Ziggler for being a fucking bum and a jobber, and he hasn't done anything important, and WWE has really just embarrassed him every chance that they got. But that doesn't take away his talent. That doesn't take away how valuable Dolph Ziggler is to the roster. He's still an amazing fucking talent. And he's going to be called upon like this, you know, for situations and guys like Baron Corbin, because he is that damn good. And WWE has enough trust in him to put in there with someone who is still relatively green. You know, he's still somewhat of an amateur. Even though he's been in NXT for 3 years. Baron Corbin is still somewhat of an amateur. He's still a newbie. So WWE must trust Dolph Ziggler here to get Baron Corbin to that next point where he should be, man. So I like this a lot. Very interested to see this. And WWE even hit the nail right on the head with this outcome, man. It was a very, very good match. Very entertaining match. I can't wait to see what these two have in store next. And it was a double countout. Baron Corbin, very vocal, blaming the referee that he caused this. And he delivered End of Days, man. End of Days is going to be one of those finishing moves that when you are hit with it, you are out. And that signifies the fucking end, man. The End of Days, you are done. 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin hits a beautiful End of Days on Dolph Ziggler. And I can't wait to see, like I said, where this feud goes. Monday Night Raw has been decent and was decent tonight, like I said in the beginning, because of 3 letters. NXT. What NXT has done for the WWE Network, what NXT has done as a brand altogether in general for the company. Now you're going to see some of that talent and some of what made that great filtering into Monday Night Raw, and hopefully the transition works this time. Hopefully guys like Corbin and Cruz and Enzo and Cass, they transition to Monday Night Raw and they slowly make it watchable again each and every week. The less fucking eye-rolling moments that there is on Monday Night Raw, the happier JD will be. Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, double countout. We go into Zack Ryder and The Miz. Okay, Zack Ryder won the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Rumor has it, and I read the dirt sheets this morning, that Zack Ryder was not the planned winner for this match. They decided on this. They decided to give Zack Ryder the Intercontinental title at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. 5 p.m. Eastern Time. They decided to give him the fucking title. Okay. Now, I don't know why they decided to go with Zack Ryder. Kevin Owens was planned to win this match. Kevin Owens was set up to win this match. And the reason why they gave Zack Ryder the win here is because they wanted him to have a feel-good moment. And WWE felt like the tag team titles weren't on the line. They had the Women's Championship unveiled, and Charlotte won that. And Roman Reigns won the title. They wanted something to happen with the IC title as well. So they figured they'd give Zack Ryder a WrestleMania moment. They figured they'd throw him a bone at WrestleMania, and he ended up winning the match. So here we come tonight. Zack Ryder and The Miz. I will say this. I was happy for Zack Ryder. I did not want him to defend the title right away. I didn't even want him to lose it. If they made this decision and they gave him the title, I wish WWE had him at least hold it for a little bit and see what he can do with it. Because he is a talented guy. And he got a decent fucking reaction tonight. He actually got a better than decent reaction tonight. He got a damn good fucking reaction from the crowd. You deserve it. And they started chanting his catchphrase, woo, woo, woo. The Miz, on the other hand, you know, The Miz has fallen out of my good graces. Not really a fan of The Miz as I was back in the day when he was fighting for WWE Championships. I thought back in the day he was just a cocky dick, and I loved that about him, man. He was an underdog, and I got behind him. And nowadays, he seems to be more of a comedy act and a joke and a TV fucking host with Miz TV, or a talk show host. Now WWE seems to try and get him back, or they're trying at least to get him back into somewhat of a serious role. Gave him a new outfit. He's always been good on the mic. The Miz has always been good on the mic. tonight something else happened that might take The Miz from being jobber and joke to somewhat of a credible champion. And I don't know if she's going to stay with the WWE. I don't know if she signed on to actually be The Miz's manager or valet. But real life wife Maryse is back with the WWE. Tonight, she was on Monday Night Raw. She actually helped The Miz beat Zack Ryder and win the Intercontinental Championship. Ryder gave props to his father in the crowd. His father actually played a vital part in this match because The Miz, just like the cocky, wily heel that he is, got in Zack Ryder's father's face, started shoving him around. Ryder's father shoved him down to the ground, and all of a sudden, Maryse comes out from behind Cole, JBL, and Saxton. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And when she got closer to the camera, I'm like, oh shit, it's Maryse. It's fucking The Miz's wife. She starts getting in Zack Ryder's father's face, slaps the shit out of his fucking teeth, slaps him right across the face, and Ryder's like, what the fuck's going on here? From behind, Miz rolls him up, 1, 2, 3, after a skull-crushing finale, and we have a new IC champion. Now, I don't know why you gave Zack Ryder the IC title to begin with if this is the route you wanted to go. I don't know why they took it off Kevin Owens. I really don't. I just don't understand this at all. So SmackDown comes. Tapings tomorrow. They will air on Thursday. Zack Ryder is immediately invoking his rematch clause. I think this is the end of the road for Zack Ryder. He was a one and done. He got his WrestleMania moment, won the IC title, lost it the next night on Monday Night Raw like I knew he would, and now he's going back down to NXT to team with Mojo Rawley, back down to where he belongs, which is the better promotion if you ask me, and hopefully he gets called up in that type of role in which the WWE actually respects him and is going to treat him with respect. This is just mind-boggling to me. Why they gave Zack Ryder the IC title only for him to lose it 24 hours later. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make the title look good either. It doesn't make the belt look good either. The Miz, you know, he can get better from this. With Maryse in his corner, and they highlighted this package for SmackDown. Maryse was shown in the video package. So I don't know if she signed on for a little bit, but I think the pairing is going to do well for The Miz. And it's going to make him a very, very credible champion, and it may actually make him, in the end, a threatening champion to have Maryse in his corner. I don't know. I just still don't understand why Zack Ryder was given the belt only to lose it 24 hours later, and why Kevin Owens really didn't have another run with the IC title. It seems like the IC title is back to being cursed, if you ask me. But Zack Ryder lost the belt tonight. Miz is your new IC champion. Tag Team Tables match. I didn't watch this. I actually had the TV on mute during this, but the Dudley Boys beat the Usos. 50-50 booking rears its ugly head again because the Usos beat them on the pre-show at WrestleMania, and the Dudleys win a tag team match tonight, which was a tables match. So much for, you know, bringing out the tables. I guess WWE forgot that. The Dudleys did not want to bring out the furniture anymore. And then, obviously, we took a long-winded commercial break, and the Dudley Boys were still at ringside. They were walking up the fucking ramp, and all of a sudden, the crowd just went crazy. Big Cass and Enzo Amore walk out. The highlight of the night. The highlight of the night. These guys are more over than anybody on the fucking roster. Unbelievable. It may just be a Dallas thing. It may be a WrestleMania thing. But these guys are going to get reactions like this, and it's going to catch on, and they're going to be the most over team in WWE. The money feud for SummerSlam is New Day versus Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Crowd went absolutely fucking batshit for these guys. Enzo was on fire. I never seen him better on the mic in all his years down in NXT. Big Cass did his signature catchphrases. Dudley's, this is going to be a great feud for Big Cass and Enzo as they debut on Monday Night Raw. Dudley's, this is the reason why they turned heel, because I just knew it. It just made all the sense in the world that the Dudleys with that New York attitude and, you know, the origins of ECW with Paul Heyman, who's fucking New York born and raised, you know, going against Big Cass and Enzo, who are built from Brooklyn. Gonna be fucking awesome, man. The interaction between these two, especially with Bubba and Enzo, it's gonna be phenomenal, man. I can't wait to see this unfold. Finally, we got some action. We got some action on Monday Night Raw that you can legit be excited about. Tag team division's on fire. Tag team division's looking great. The Vaudevillains are actually advertised for SmackDown. I don't know if they're making the jump to the main roster as well. I'll talk about that, you know, on Off the Script, but I don't necessarily like that decision. We'll see what happens. It's not really the gimmick for the main roster. I see that failing immediately on SmackDown, and eventually if they make their way to Monday Night Raw, I don't see that getting over at all, because not because it's not a good gimmick, not because they are not talented at what they do, it's because the WWE casuals are fucking cancer to the product. Plain and simple. If you are a casual WWE fan, you are a cancer to the overall product. Fact. Big Cass and Enzo make their debut. Unbelievable. Segment of the night. Crowd went fucking crazy. Dudley's, Big Cass, and Enzo going to be feuding. I can't wait to see what happens, man. Sami Zayn was taken out. I don't know if he was legit hurt. I have to find this out immediately. I hope not. I really hope not. That would be a fucking crushing blow after what Sami Zayn has been through this WrestleMania weekend with Nakamura and the ladder match at WrestleMania, and now Monday Night Raw. He was going to be put in a number one contenders match for the world title. He got taken out. Hopefully he's not hurt. So the match ended up being AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and a returning Cesaro. Yes, Cesaro makes his return, and he was over like fucking crazy, man. I'm glad to see WWE put him in a prime spot to get back to where he belongs. The crowd loved it. They ate it up. Cesaro was just fucking beast. He hasn't missed a step. And the match was fucking awesome. The match was fucking awesome, man. This actually was better than most of the shit we've seen on night before at WrestleMania. So you can see, like I said in the beginning, when WWE has the fucking talent and the bodies and the people that we want to see, Monday Night Raw is not all that bad. Cesaro, I thought, was going to end up winning this, being that he is the returning guy. I could have easily seen Kevin Owens win this. I didn't want Chris Jericho to win this. I really am not interested in a Chris Jericho-Roman Reigns match. But WWE, and I criticize them for not taking risks and taking a gamble, they took a gamble tonight. You know, I didn't expect AJ Styles, and a lot of people who are in the business and do this for a living, man, they did not expect AJ Styles to be fighting for world titles 2 months in his stint in WWE. AJ Styles wins this match. He is the new #1 contender for the WWE Championship. This is a very intriguing match. Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Obviously, two different styles of in-ring action that we're going to see. Roman Reigns is more of a power guy, big moves, powerful. You know, and AJ Styles is more high-flying. He's going to fucking dissect you any way he can. He could fucking make you tap. He could fucking nail you with a forearm and knock you the fuck out. He could get a Styles clash. He could fucking kick your head off. This guy could do everything, man. He could jump off the top rope and do a fucking somersault, moonsault, you name it. He's got the style down. Any style you want AJ Styles to go in there and do, he's got it. Maybe the greatest wrestler in the entire fucking world right now. But AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, this match is very intriguing. And I don't know how this is going to end up. I don't know what the reaction is going to be for these two. But to me, it kind of felt flat, just slightly. I know I want the WWE to reset here, and it kind of felt like a reset, and then it didn't feel like a reset. It felt like WWE really didn't want to push that boundary yet. They might have felt like, you know what, we debuted a lot of new talent tonight. We got Apollo Crews, we got Baron Corbin, we got Enzo and Cass. So let's not push the envelope too much. You know, I was saying, imagine if Finn Balor was the last guy coming out. I think the place would have fucking came down. Jesus Christ, but I'm not complaining. AJ Styles deserves this opportunity. You know, he's the greatest wrestler in the world, man. He came over here to win fucking championships and prove his worth to the company. You're not going to be able to prove your worth if you're not put in a position to have that opportunity. AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know when the next event is going to be. I believe it's Payback. I think Payback is coming up, and Payback's looking pretty fucking good, man, right now, if you ask me. Payback's actually looking better than WrestleMania. AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Maybe we get a Sami Zayn, if he's not hurt, versus a Kevin Owens. Or Cesaro's going to play a factor into this somewhere. Maybe he goes one-on-one with Kevin Owens or Chris Jericho. You got the Dudleys versus Big Cass and Enzo. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Going to be fucking great, man. I like what happened tonight. There are players involved and people involved in certain situations that make it feel important. And that's all I want, man. I want a solid show. Wasn't the greatest show ever. Wasn't the greatest Monday Night Raw, but it was the best Monday Night Raw we've seen in the last 6 weeks. That's all I can ask for. I'm not going to come on here and bitch and moan, but Some of the things that WWE continue to do not make sense. And you have to understand that. I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying that it could have been better. And to go forward and to close this review, now you understand where I'm coming from. I am a frustrated WWE fan. Yes, I was still slightly frustrated tonight, and yes, I am overly critical of the product. That doesn't mean I hate it. That doesn't mean I should stop watching, okay? It means that I know WWE has it within them to give us a Monday Night Raw like this and get better each and every time doing it. No Social Outcasts, no Big Show, no Kane, no Get Off My TV. There was no Get Off My TV moments tonight, except for the fucking Divas segment, in which Charlotte was having her little ceremony and then Eva Marie was standing behind her. I tweeted out, trying to make a joke, Eva Marie's a little bit too close to the fucking title. Get her out of the ring immediately. She doesn't belong in the same ring as a Sasha and a Becky and a Charlotte, man. She hasn't proved anything to me yet where she has to be praised by Lita. She hasn't done anything yet. She hasn't even gotten better. Go back to Brian Kendrick and continue to fucking train. Get out of my ring. Other than that, it was a decent show. Not great, but it was decent. It was watchable this week, and I can only hope that WWE builds upon this and continues to give us Monday Night Raws like we deserve as fans of the WWE. Hope you enjoyed the review, man. Hit that thumbs up. I'm going to upload this, and I'm going directly to fucking sleep, man. I'm exhausted. I had a long weekend. I had a long day at work, and I'll be back, man, with more breaking WWE news. Hopefully Off the Script will be up on time on Friday. I got a lot going on this week. I'm a busy man, but I'm going to continue giving you guys the fucking news and rumors like I only can because I am the #1 source right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE. I am JD. Hit that fucking thumbs up, and thank you guys. 2,400 likes on my WrestleMania review, man. You guys are fucking beasts. So much that the fucking Bleacher Report took one of my tweets and put it in a fucking news article that was absolutely god-awful, by the way. Fucking Bleacher Report, man. Some of the shit they do is good, and some of the shit that they report and talk about is complete fucking cancer. Jesus Christ. But it was a great weekend, man. We gained a lot of subs. We're on our way to 50,000 subscribers. Thank you all for the love and support all weekend, and I will be back on Friday with Off the Script. This is JD. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Vote on the poll. Did you enjoy Monday Night Raw? Yes or no? And I'll be back on Friday with Off the Script, guys. This is JD, and I'll talk to you then. Thank you for watching.